The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, the island of Grand Bahama witnessing one of the biggest outreach efforts undertaken by Urban Renewal on this northern island, and the Deputy Prime Minister was on hand for the event this past weekend. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
It was a celebration of the reason for the season. The massive Urban Renewal giveaway involved trailers of goods, including groceries, brand new clothing, and of course an assortment of toys and other treats for the kids. The event coming just in time for the Christmas season, as hundreds of residents convened on the grounds of the Urban Renewal Center in Pine Ridge, Freeport for the mega outreach project. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister responsible for urban development, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis, and other urban officials reaching out and touching the lives of hundreds. Davis says the initiative epitomizes urban renewal at its best.
I stopped by basically to say thank you. Thank you to the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Thank you to the Royal Bahamas Defense Force. And thank you to our great leader of Urban Renewal Program here in Grand Bahama, Michelle Reckley. Because without your leadership, involvement, and your take and understanding of what this program is all about, it will not be as successful as it had been. You are truly transforming lives. And I can see this community, Colony Club community in particular, being transformed.
Davis says the government will continue to intensify its efforts to improve the standard of living for all.
Our job as government will not stop, will not cease, until we wipe away the tears from all of these little children's eyes and make sure that when they wake up every morning to go to school, that they are eating properly, they are learning well, and they will, as we are. That's because that's the only way we're going to build a good and prosperous society. I call on each and every one of you to do so. So on behalf of the Right Honorable Perry Gladstone Christie, our Prime Minister, whose brainchild is the Urban Renewal Program, we wish to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Partake of the gifts we have for you. We brought it so that we can make this Christmas a little better for you. And next Christmas, we hope, will be that much more better.
Deputy Director of Urban Renewal on Grand Bahama, Michelle Reckley, stated that the massive giveaway was yet another demonstration of that agency's commitment to help change lives.
Many times you sit around and you watch people who move around from day to day but shows or sees no concern for you. And this program was designed with all of you in mind. We are here to uplift you, we are here to upbuild you, and we are here to do whatever we can to make your burden a little easier. And I want to say again, thank you, and it has been a good year working with you. And we look forward to 2014 being a much, much better year, a brighter year, and we will bring you from hopeless to hopeful.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Minister for Grand Bahama and Member of Parliament for Pine Ridge, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, says bringing relief to families continue to be the mission of the government's social agencies.
The people are very excited, Deputy Prime Minister, and I would like to personally thank you myself for the great work that you have partnered with us here at Urban Renewal in Grand Bahama. Urban Renewal in Grand Bahama is doing great things. I know a couple days ago I was in West End as well as 8 Mile Rock with the Deputy Director, and what we see happening here in this polling division is just exactly what is going on throughout Grand Bahama. Urban Renewal is on the move, and the quality of workmanship that our team is bringing forward on the island of Grand Bahama is excellent, and I support them 100%.
Well, it is just hours before Christmas Day, and the island of Grand Bahama was abuzz today, with residents trying to complete their last-minute shopping. Tonight, we spoke with local street vendors who say despite a sluggish economy, residents on Grand Bahama are shopping this holiday season. Downtown Freeport is busy. The streets are full as many residents hustle to get their last-minute shopping in. For the street vendors, it's a time to make extra bucks, and despite this rough economy, they say Grand Bahamians are spending.
I can't complain with this tough economy. I've done well so far. I can't complain. God is very good to me.
I'm doing pretty good because this is my spot from 1996. Mr. Rule, by the blessing of him, let me come here on Christmas and do my bikes, and Valentine. If I want to, I can do my baskets. So it's been pretty good because everybody be like, when you coming out?
It's been wonderful. Can't complain. Thank God.
Right now, I can say to God be the glory for great things He have done. And the Christmas, it start off slow, but I thank God we made it. And we going through.
From bikes to dolls, games, and even mini computers, these vendors say they had it all. But with just one day before Christmas, they admit that many residents rushed in to purchase last-minute items.
This morning, they almost break the truck down trying to get their bikes off because everybody knows me here. And this is my spot. And it's been a blessing.
Yes, it always happens last minute. Customers panicking, grabbing whatever they could find because they have to carry home something for the little ones. But it's been all good because here today we have everything at half off and everybody was excited about the prices.
So one go, one come. I thank God for it.
While vendors are happy, parents are anxious, and kids are just waiting and hoping that their loved ones get it right. This little boy shares what's on his wish list this time around.
Some clothes and a guitar.
Think you're gonna get it?
Yes.
Only time will tell for him, and in just a few hours, hopefully everyone will be smiling. Like the vendors say, to God be the glory. The man accused of robbing a house of worship was hauled before the court today. 30-year-old Trishan Johnson of Lewis Yard, Grand Bahama, was arraigned before Deputy Chief Magistrate Helen Jones on 2 counts of armed robbery and 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon. He pleaded not guilty to the charge of assault with a deadly weapon. To the armed robbery charges, he was not required to enter a plea. A preliminary inquiry will commence on April 4, 2014. Johnson was remanded to Her Majesty's Prison. He was represented by attorney LaQuay Lang. He's accused of entering a church on Sunset Highway this past Sunday and robbing 2 church members of cash and valuables. Police say the stolen items, as well as a knife that was in the robbery, was recovered. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues right after this.
Happy holidays from the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Grand Bahama Shipyard getting its apprentices involved in a community project that is sure to bring cheer to the less fortunate this season. For the past several weeks, the employees have been collecting canned items at the various stores. The foods were donated to the Salvation Army. A grateful director, Roger Compton, says the items will help to support local families this Christmas.
I see the widowed pensioner trying to live on $250 a month. I see the woman with 4 kids whose husbands left her, and we're able to help in those needs. There's a lot of different stories that I could speak of right here in Freeport. And not only would I say that the woman is taking care of kids, but I've even seen 2 gentlemen taking care of children. So we're able to be the blessed ones, I could say, that we're able to help others.
Shipyard executive Ed Pavey and apprentice Steve Pelicanos call it a labor of love.
Appreciate this work that we've done this year. It helps me to get in touch with the public and allow me to give back to the community, because honestly, giving back is something that we all need to do at least one point in our life, because it helps us to appreciate what we have and to assist others that do not have as much as us.
Part of their training and learning to become good corporate leaders and good community leaders is community service. So besides what they learn, the skills they learn, and the education that we provide at BTVI, they do community service throughout the year. And we may just take Captain Compton up on his challenge about the summer food drive. I was unaware that it was such a needy cause.
Well, Compton says thanks to the donation from the shipyard, the Salvation Army now has a good stock of food items on hand that should be able to sustain the organization well into January. In other news, officers at the Royal Bahamas Police Force Northern Bahamas Division coming together to donate non-perishable food items to the less fortunate on Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Bimini. ACP Emmerich Seymour says it is an annual tradition, and despite economic challenges, they remain committed to the program.
Quite a number of our people in these communities are in fact falling on hard times, and of course there's some of them who at this stage don't even have food to eat. And so what we've done this year is to made a conscious effort, as opposed to donating the non-perishable food items that we would have collected all across the Northern Bahamas, the donated by the police officers themselves. We've identified those deserving families in and throughout these communities, and so this evening we want to embark on a mission where we go to these homes, these families, and of course donate the food items to them.
Now, ACP Seymour says while they are officers of the law, they are human beings as well, and they can relate to those who are suffering from financial hardship. The families were chosen with the assistance of Urban Renewal. Officers will hand-deliver the food items during a walkabout.
You know, as you're aware, we also do a monthly walkabout, and so the walkabout this afternoon will serve twofold. One we go to look at, of course, visit these persons, and of course, at the same time giving them these food items, which we feel will go a long way in lightening their load. Christmas is a time of giving, as you all know, and so this is the time when we as law enforcers are in fact giving back to the communities who we serve on a daily basis.
Well, it has become a Christmas tradition for a local resident, a Christmas Day luncheon for those special people in the community. Organizer Cabrina Adderley says the exercise is in keeping with the Christmas message of love, giving, and sharing.
I'm hoping that all persons who are unable to feed themselves a Christmas meal would be able to obtain a Christmas meal here at Christ the King Church Hall, Father Pestina Hall, that's the official name. And unfortunately, I will not be here to serve the lunch. Mrs. Cynthia Cooper and Mrs. Berthelyn Kalmer and others will be here to assist me with serving. But as you can see, we're doing the preparations now. And whatever we can prepare this evening will be done first thing in the morning.
Now, Adderley says her personal grief has helped to make this time of the year special for others.
The inspiration came when my mother passed in 2004. I did it before, but I wasn't consistent. But my mother passed during just before the holidays, and she was buried on New Year's Day. So my Christmas now is trying to give love and share to those persons who need it more than I do.
The special Christmas luncheon will be held at the Christ the King Auditorium. And finally, in news this evening, she is the epitome of strength, overcoming obstacles and still maintaining a great attitude toward life. She is a 12-year-old dog named Ruby. President of Caribbean Veterinary Center, Dr. Owen Hanna, says that Ruby has a special and touching story, having faced challenges one after the other, yet she never gave up.
She had a very, very difficult beginning. She, many years ago, she was involved in a traffic accident and she injured one leg, actually broke it, and it had to be repaired surgically. A short time after that, she re-injured the same leg, and it was so severe that the leg actually had to be amputated. And so several years later, she was given to someone else who now maintains ownership of it, and she noticed that the eye was swelling up, getting very large. She had glaucoma, and we treated it for several months, but the response wasn't really what we desired to have, and so we decided that we need to do surgery. And we brought her from Abaco and last Thursday, and we removed her eye, and she's doing great.
While during Ruby's surgery, it was also discovered that she has a serious heart murmur. Despite her challenges, Dr. Owen says that she continues to display a wonderful spirit and zest for life. He says Ruby's attitude toward life can and should be inspiring to us as human beings.
We, particularly in Grand Bahama, we've had so many challenges, the hurricanes, the recession, and so forth, 21% unemployment. If we can take her example, and even though we're dealing with a lot of stuff, still look forward to living it and grab life by the horns and just continue to push on, never giving up. You would think that after going through so much, she may want to kind of give up, but she is really a go-getter. She is excited about life and living, and she's just vibrant, and we were just so pleased with her attitude. And hopefully all of us, when we go through similar circumstances and situations, we would be just as vibrant, just as energetic about life, and we just feel that she is a great example, and we just wanted to share her story with the human community.
Now, Ruby has since returned home to Abaco. And that's a look at stories making news. Stay with us. Megan Shepard is up next with sports.
Everybody, welcome to Sports. I'm Megan Shepard. The Grand Bahama Gymnastics Academy competing at the 2013 Atlantis Crown Gymnastics Invitational Competition against over 40 teams from 10 different countries. Team Grand Bahama certainly made the island proud. The Grand Bahama Gymnastics Academy traveled to New Providence to participate in their first international invitational gymnastics competition. 21 girls between the ages of 6 and 16 proved that with hard work, dedication, and a great attitude, they can and will come out victorious.
We did very well because of our talented kids in Grand Bahama and fabulous coaches. We won 72 medals and second place overall in level 1. We are so proud of them because we are not training so long and we achieved so much. Usually the clubs, they have the kids for 10 years or 15 years with a long experience time, and our kids have so much talent that in a short period of time they really did so well.
Coach Rico Thompson says the girls put in a lot of work and always maintains a positive attitude throughout the competition. They performed on 4 apparatuses: floor, vault, beams, and bars.
It was very rigorous. We were going in as the underdogs, so we had a lot of work to do. We got the girls started, and the levels had just changed a few months before we started. So, there was a lot of work that needed to be done. We had to do a lot of flexibility exercises to get them ready for the competition, including getting them their arm strength up, stamina, endurance, that sort of thing, to get them prepared to go to competition. And well, I think it worked.
Coach Diana Wiley says that gymnastics is a sport of discipline and that everyone can take part in, from toddlers to adults and even me.
We currently start from tots all the way to adults. We have a pre-levels class for just tots. They're called super tots, and they're prepared to compete next year, April. And like I said, we start from babies all the way up to adults. So if you're interested in joining us, please come down. We have a class for every person, every size, every age.
Miller says that the girls are already working hard preparing for their next competition. The Order of Eastern Stars Nebos Chapter No. 8 hosted its first corporate softball tournament. 6 teams crossing the line: the Grand Lucayan, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Freeport Container Port, Fluid Factory, Prince Hall Lodge, and Russell Bait and Tackle. The Grand Bahama Port Authority won the tournament, defeating Russell Bait and Tackle 10-8. Arthur Spencer with the home run, Juan Rowell and Samantha Gibbs named the male and female most valuable players. Derek Wells, Stephanie Roma, Andre Moxie, and Hansel Colley receiving honorable mentions. The tournament was coordinated by Lorraine Williams, Ivy Patrick, Delonte Todd, Citra Monroe, Russell, and Nathan Russell, with the assist with the Nebos Chapter No. 8 Care and Share project to provide care packages for the sick and shut-in residents in the West End community. That's going to do it for sports tonight.
Christmas shopping done?
No.
It's too late.
Can't wait to see what you bring me, though.
Oh, you'll love it. Same thing as last year. That's going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team,
I'm Megan Shepard.
I'm Shashina Rule. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight continues right after this.